Good morning, everybody. Paul K. Saturday Mornings Outdoors. And we are on the Canal striper fishing. And it's a lot different today. It's a lot more comfortable, less humid. It's a bluebird sky up there. And we're fishing for striped bass. A lot more different today than last week. So we are on the first quarter, just coming up on the full moon. To the full moon next week. Temperature today is 73 and it's supposed to go up to the 80s. Humidity is very low. Barometric pressure is high, 30.01, relatively high and steady. And we are just slack now, working on the west tide. Tide's going that way. Tide's up, going down when it's west. So Mac chunks on the bottom, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of luck. So I'm seeing that tiny rain bait again that's in there. I'd like to see what it is. Let's see if we can send the camera down there, take a look, see if we can see anything. So there is a bunch of giant schools of small bait. I don't know, I just randomly stuck the camera in. Hopefully I caught something there. See what kind of bait it is. I'm assuming they're juvenile pogies or rain bait, or can be, the pictures will tell, I guess. See the dimpling on the water? That's why they call it rain bait. It looks like it's raining, but they're tiny little fish. I hope I caught it on the vid, but they're hanging in amongst the weeds and the rocks there. But yeah, it looks like rain when they do it, and that's why it's called rain bait. It's kind of cool. There we go. There's a whole bunch of them. Big, good-sized school there. They're not moving either. Something will come along like a bluefish or a stripe and just blast through them and clean them out. But I think all along the edge, along the weed lines here and the rocks, there's tons of these. And fish on. Another doggy. Erg. It's a strange hook. Up. Well, not really. That was a good one. Actually, perfect. See how circle works hook? That's exactly how they should hook. On the corner of the mouth. Exactly correct. Didn't I get your father 2 weeks ago? This is a baby one though. It's only a small one. Let's let him go, obviously. There's a mink right here. See if I can get a picture of him. He's fooling around in the rocks there. Probably smells that bait I got sitting on the rock right here. Look at his little tipping his head up there. Right in this area. Yep, see him? Come on out, bud. There he is. Minnie the mink. There he is. Look at that. Beautiful animal, ain't he? Cool little critter. He's looking at me and I'm looking at him. He's like, what in the world? What's up? Looking dead at me. Don't be shy. That's pretty fun. So they ramble along the rocks looking for any kind of thing that washed up, bait, fish, anything, crustaceans, crabs, all that. A lot of wildlife here. Beautiful place to be. And fish on. Scratch that one up. That one 3.5 hours in, I think. I'm actually getting kind of low on bait. I got a little amounts left, but a lot of slots this year, mostly slots. It's kind of funny. I remember reading the reports from different sources early in the season, before the season actually started, and somehow, I don't know how they do it, but they can year class and all that, and they said this year was going to be tons of slots, and like, that's my 4th slot in a row. I mean, 2 last week, this one, and 1 the week before, and it's like, how do they know? How can they be able to tell that? I guess it has something to do with survivability rates and how their surveys go, whatever, but man, they are spot on. It's just like all these fish are in the slot limit, and you know, like last year and the year before, the common saying I kept saying was, you got a better chance of winning the lottery to getting that 28 to 31, but all of a sudden this year is, you know, I mean, I don't know, it's astounding that they can nail it like that. But let's go. That was a good one. Even in this quarter moon tide, it's not, this is like a mediocre tide. It's not, the current is average-ish. Next week will be cranking, hopefully, for the east. Well, it will be cranking. Next week's the full moon, but the power of these fish, you know, I mean, it is around a 30-inch fish, just the weight of that alone, but I mean, they just rip up through this current. They come up and they go back, and they come up and they go back in the fight, like it's butter, right? I mean, and they're hooked. So that never ceases to amaze me, you know, the power of these fish. So I really haven't done a night session yet this year, but just shows that you can, you know, chunking, it's 24 hours a day. And I'm not saying it's super consistent. I mean, if you're putting 6 hours in, you should get a fish, at least. if they're here, you can really smash them. You know, I mean, I've had days 5, 6, 7, 8 fish easily, good fish in a 6-hour stretch. But night fishing is where it's at, and I've done a lot of night fishing when I was younger. But I work the night shift. After I get out of the night shift, I'm home around 2 o'clock. I'm done eating and taking my shower at 3, and I'm back out here at 5 or 6, around that roughly. So I'm working on 3 hours sleep. I kind of miss the night shift. That's my point. And because I know it's a lot better at nighttime, but I'm only a human being made out of flesh and Play-Doh. And here comes the fuzz. And I can only do what I can do, but hey, I'm having fun. Sleep when you're dead, that's the saying. They patrolled up here earlier. And it was kind of cool to see that mink earlier. I haven't seen one in about 2 years. And all of a sudden there he was. They are beautiful critters. They're just really gorgeous, gorgeous. I can see why trapping, that's one of the more common animals to trap. And the skin is gorgeous. I got a few when I was a kid. And back at the rat cave, I still got them. But when they're live, that fur just has that sheen there. Gorgeous looking. I can see why women love them coats. Well, mission accomplished. I got a swing and a miss and a nice keeper that was released. And I'd like to relate, and I've said this many times before, but the purpose of these shows is to get you young kids off the phone. I'm using social media or media techniques to relate to you. This has prevailed into our society with these cell phones for you young kids. I'm talking 4 to 17, and it's way more fun to be out here hunting and fishing. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of these shows, is to relate to you that it's totally achievable, it's easy, it's way more fun than being on the phone. Each trip is an adventure. Every single one of these episodes, I am having a blast. I'm having the time of my life, and I've been having the time of my life since I was a little kid. And I'm trying to tell you guys, and people that, you know, adults, all that stuff, this is the way to go, not online. I see these kids 7 hours, 8 hours all day online, and I'm guilty of it myself, but I'm an old guy. I you know, use this as a way to communicate to these young kids, but also the point I'm trying to relate is just to get out here and hunt and fish. It's a lot more fun, that's all. Summer in New England, so I hope you enjoy this show, and show up next week if you can't make it out here, but try to make it out here. It's way more fun. And as always, please don't forget to say your prayers. God's waiting to hear from you. And my name is Paul K. This is Saturday Mornings Outdoors. There's a touch on this. If anything happens, I'll, of course, include it in there. My name is Paul K. Saturday Mornings Outdoors. It means a ton if you smash that like and subscribe button. That really helps the channel out. And we'll see you next week. See ya. I'll skimp on the power trim to save a few bucks. Actually, it's not that bad, but it's not, that's in trim. I don't know why it cracks me up. They buy these beautiful yachts or boats. That's a fair sized boat. And they spend the big money, right? But they just don't get the power trim to get it up really good on planes. That's beyond me. It's another 20 bucks. Not 20, they're a ton of dough, but